Google's unveiling a new gaming streaming service thing or whatever, and I weep for the future of gaming again. Let's get into this shit. Hi, cat. No, you can't be on. No, you can't be on the recording. Get meow, meow. No, cat. Get down. Right. So apparently today, Google unveiled a thingamajigger called the Stadia. That's an interesting name. Let's look that up. All right, Stadia. Definition from Merriam-Webster: a surveying method for determination of distances and differences of elevation by means of a telescopic instrument having two horizontal lines through which the marks on a graduated rod are observed. Also, the instrument or rod. Interesting word to be using for a streaming service. I wonder if there's a hidden meaning behind that, ultimately. I mean, this is Google. Yeah, let's take a look at the CNET article. Google Stadia Gaming at GDC 2019. Of course, it's GDC. Everything just announced. Google took the wraps off its Stadia streaming service. It's not a gaming console, it's a service. Another reason to hate modern gaming. It's not even gaming at this point. I'm going on a tangent here. Promising the future of gaming at Game Developers Conference Tuesday. When you think of ways to play big-name video games, you probably think of Microsoft's Xbox, Sony's PlayStation, or Nintendo Switch. If Google has its way, soon you'll be considering its Stadia device too. The tech giant announced its new streaming game service at a press event during the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco on Tuesday. The new service, called Stadia, is designed as a way for people to play and watch gaming together, Google said. The company says it has plans to bring players together, broadcasters on YouTube, and game developers to create a new experience. It'll launch later this year, Google said, without saying anything else about how much it'll cost. Our ambition is far beyond a single game, said Phil Harrison. Indeed, the company sees the opportunity to give players instant access to a game by clicking a link. The power of instant access is magical, and it has already transformed the music and movie industries. Yeah, about that. That's, the movie industry in particular is pretty fucking shitty. So, let us not do this on that basis alone. The service allows gamers to play standard PC games within anything that can browse the web, including a TV, a phone, a tablet, and of course, PC. The games are powered by Google's high-performance computers, which then stream the images to the web browser in a similar way Netflix streams videos. And they're streamed up to 4K high-definition video at 60 frames per second, meaning animations will move smoothly. Or at least as smoothly as Google's computers can actually process them. So, essentially, it's Twitch plays Pokemon, except replace Pokemon with the game you want to play, and with a controller instead of using the chat. Gamers will play using a controller Google designed, which connects through Wi-Fi to Stadia. Of course it does. Of course it does! Why would it not? Why would it not? It has to connect through Wi-Fi. You have to have a controller that connects to online in order. Fuck! I hate modern gaming. I hate this obsession to have everything online, to turn games from video games into online services. Online services is not a fucking game. Online services is a way to give you something in exchange for money on money on money in a recurring fucking cycle. Video games, you buy the game, you own the game, you play the game, it forever until it breaks. I fucking hate this shit with a passion. Why are people, and it's like I'm seeing people get fucking hyped up about this. Jeremy from the Quartering is getting suitably hyped up with tweets like, I can only get so hard, Stadia. I mean, I can't. I cannot get hyped up for this. This is so fucking obvious to me that it's a bad idea. This is just furthering the de-evolution of games into a fucking monthly service for shit that you're not going to own, that you can only play if you're online. God help you if you're a military man or in the fucking Navy, and God help you if you're in a place where Comcast rules the land with an iron fist, because you're not going to be able to do jack fucking shit with any of this Stadia bullshit, any of these online services. What happened to fucking buying a goddamn game for a price, and then putting it in your machine, and then playing it? You're not downloading a fucking file that takes up roughly 25 to 50% of your console's hard drive, and then waiting 10 minutes for it to install, and then another 30 minutes to a fucking hour just for however many updates you did or didn't have by the time you bought that game. I shit you not. I walked in at fucking work, and they were plugging in an Xbox One X. And it's like I came into the studio there, and lo and behold, on their giant TV, there's fucking Halo 5 downloading, and the estimated time was like fucking 2 hours or something. And I'm like, how long has that been doing that? It's been doing it ever since we started the show. Which was roughly like an hour or so before when I got there. And I'm like, this is why I don't play these fucking modern games, because this is stupid. I can go back home right now, put in a disc in my Dreamcast, and I can play the game like that. No updates, no fucking loading, no fucking installation base, no needing to be fucking online. I put in the disc, I press the power button, I am good as fucking gold. Simple. Effective. It works. I do not have the fucking time to be sitting on my ass waiting for something I have been wanting to play to get its shit together. And it astounds me how people just accept this shit. They think this is the best thing ever, that this is amazing. No, it is... I can't even call it a convenience. I mean, it's convenient in the way that you don't have to go to the brick and mortar stores to buy your product, that you can just, sit at home and buy it. But other than that, it still amounts to an inconvenience, because now you have to wait, depending on your internet service, to download the goddamn game. And then you have to wait, depending on the servers of whatever game company or whatever, provided they're still alive by the time you buy that game. However long that's going to take to upgrade or update or patch your game or whatever. It's like I've already gone off on a tangent now. I've so far flung off the rails from what I was talking about, which is the goddamn Google streaming service. I can't even call it a console. It's a controller that connects to Google smart shit, that connects to the cloud, that connects through Wi-Fi, because everything has to connect to fucking Wi-Fi and online. So you can play a game that's being streamed to you from Google's computers, likely for a monthly fee, who knows. This is stupid. This is so god-forsaken fucking stupid. Like, this is almost like GameTap, and I remember GameTap. I thought it was pretty cool. Of course, I was stupider back then. Like, I played and recorded a couple Let's Plays from games that were on GameTap. Sam and Max was one of them. Jericho, I love Jericho. I wish I could actually find the game so I can buy it for real instead of, going through the streaming thing that GameTap did. I mean, like I said, I thought GameTap was pretty cool, but it's basically what Google is trying to do here, only you'll have an actual piece of hardware to go with it. Yeah, Google's controller kind of looks like an Xbox controller. It even has the A, B, X, Y buttons, dual sticks in the center, D-pad on the left side, and 4 buttons plus a middle button in the center area of the controller. The handlebar design, more or less similar. Shoulder buttons on top. I don't think, it does not appear to have any trigger buttons like Xbox and the others do. So who knows if it has double shoulders or shoulder triggers. Who knows? Probably mentions in this article I'm kind of skimming through, but yeah. Google's going to make its own games, and I'm sure they'll be socially acceptable and PC friendly. Looks like the confirmed partners are Ubisoft, go fucking figure, and id Software. Stadia is designed with YouTube in mind. Of course it is, because YouTube is owned by Google. So, it makes only sense that they would design it with YouTube in mind, because that means they have a unique way of competing with Twitch. And Twitch, unfortunately for them, is turning more into Pornhub Lite than it was intentionally designed to be, which was a gaming streaming site. If you want to know more about that bullshit, I suggest you go check out It's a Gundam. He's done a lot of videos on that shit, and yeah, Twitch is kind of bullshit. But what can you do? Google followed off how Stadia can stream video to spectators and also offer them ways to join in. One example Google described was a play button on the YouTube video that brings you straight into the game on Stadia. Another example was allowing gamers watching someone else play a basketball game, for example. Yeah, because, you know, when I'm playing Doom or Assassin's Creed or some other shit, I just want to, you know, have like a little thing in the corner showing me the Lakers game. You know, just to see how the Lakers are doing, because I can multitask that effectively when I'm playing a fucking video game. Why? Gamers do not want this shit. No fucking gamer is going to be watching TV while playing a video game at the same time. A video game that's as intense as Doom or Assassin's Creed. If you're watching TV and playing a game, you're playing a mobile game. You're likely playing something like Epic 7 or Brave Frontier, or some other shit, where you can set it on autopilot, and then you can watch TV while you're just listening for the audio cues on when to press the right buttons for special attacks and whatever. Not to diss on Epic 7, I do kind of like that game, but I digress. Yep, and Google, of course, wants developers to use Stadia too, because they want the monies. And they already got 2 AAA names going for them, so odds are, I'm sure a few developers might jump on board. There might even be some pretentious indie darlings who might jump onto it, provided that the Epic Game Store hasn't poached them out of existence onto their exclusivity bullshit. But we'll find out in time. Yeah, this is I don't like this. Right, so some of the things I'm trying to find here is the hype stuff that people are excited for. Let's see here. Doom Eternal, running at 4K, 60 FPS, on Google Stadia, stoked to play this. Yeah, that's nice and all. Stadia will allow viewers to join creators streaming in-game on demand. Allow viewers to join creators streaming in-game on demand. What does that mean precisely? I'm a little confused on that end. I guess people can watch streams while you're playing the game, and like the basketball thing I was mentioning. In which case, stream sniping now became more of an in thing, if that's the case. Stadia even thought of boomers and game journos. Live in-game Google Assistant on how to beat a level. Oh, wow. That's kind of, So now you can get a strategy guide as you play the game, or rather, you can get someone to help you play the game. That is pretty, good for game journos. I'm sure they will gladly appreciate How to Beat DuckTales Remastered now that they can summon up a guide on. Oh, that tweet was from Jeremy at the Quartering. I'm sure he is greatly amused at that one. Let me see. Google Stadia is bringing split-screen co-op back with absolutely no performance penalty. But it's a streaming service. Why would you need split-screen? Split-screen was because there was no online. Why do we need split-screen for an online service? That defeats the point of being an online multiplayer game. I mean, unless you're trying to emulate, unless you actually have someone with you playing the game with you at this on the console, on the Stadia, like back in the old days, and I guess that's probably what they mean. But at the same time, it's like, why not just download the game to your PC or console and again play it there? 2-player split screen. It's what's the point? You're streaming a video game to you online, and you have someone next to you playing with you, but you can do the very same fucking thing if they have a console or a PC. Like, this is stuff that, I mean, I can see how it works out, but at the same time, it doesn't work out. This can all be done several different ways that we have currently. If you're going to make it split screen, why make it an online service? You might as well just sell a fucking console, or the developers can just put the game on PC, etc. with the split screen function. It just doesn't. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing the hype here. I don't know, maybe I'm reaching that age where I am so disillusioned with technology that I don't see anything good about it. But at the same time, I look over to the left and I see the reasons behind my line of thinking as to why this is a very stupid thing. It's going to be a very bad thing for gaming, and it's not good compared to what we had before. I don't understand it. This is why I hate modern gaming. This is why I just fucking hate modern gaming. Okay, enough of my rambling. Google's having a new fucking console. It's not even a console. A game streaming service that's going to hook up with YouTube because that allows them to actually compete with Twitch on some level. I don't know. What do you guys think, if you've read into this? Do you think this is actually going to be amazing for gaming? Is this just going to devolve the whole industry into a further state of the unsustainable games as a service bullshit that is becoming more popular and prevalent in the industry? Is waiting 2 to 3 hours for a game to download, install, and update okay with you, and is putting a cartridge and or CD into a console to have immediate access to your game just not good enough for you anymore? Let me know so I can laugh at you in the comments. Because it's fucking stupid. Games were a lot better back in the old days. That's not just me and my 34-year-old self going, get off my fucking lawn. It's the goddamn truth. You gotta wait 2 to 3 hours to play a fucking game on your console these days. I can still just put a CD in my fucking PS1 and get the immediate satisfaction of going into a game. I don't know what the fuck you guys are on, but I want some of those drugs, if only to get rid of them and save your minds. Seriously. Make gaming great again. Reset the fucking industry.